So when I last left off in the last part, by the way, I'm trying to make all the videos random links intentionally because of YouTube's stupid duplicate time thing they've got going on apparently. Um, but this I'm not gonna bullshit you on. Don't worry, because this one we're gonna discuss this season. This is a season that was never brought to America. It was never brought to America because apparently, according to Wiki, which is what I use when I go and find out facts about anything, TV shows, people, whatever have you. Um, I'm always fascinated when I come to find out that sometimes it's the creator that bricks you. In other words, the reason we don't have, we never saw this season in any form other than if you went online and bought the series off of a website in another form, like I did. Mine came from Zoom Movie. Okay, if you buy the series, I don't know what site you buy it off of, but that's where I got mine. And why did I have to do that? Let's go over it. So, I'm watching. So I'm on Wikipedia, and I actually wanted to look up specifically the Sailor Moon Stars series. What happened was, Takuchi Neko decided on a few things. One, okay, according to what Wiki says, the show was actually supposed to be over after Supers. Okay, now remember that. So according to it, basically, it's supposed to have been already done, over, move on. No, there became a 5th season, so she was going to have to work on it. But great. In the mangas, there are stark differences between the mangas and this, and those changes are the reason we don't have in any form of dub. And we may have it in fan dubs, but we don't have a real dub. And honestly, I don't know how they would have dealt with it in a mature manner. Because if you take a look, and I don't know if you'll be able to see them properly, on this side of the case, from back to front, there's, see if I can do this, hold on. There's Taki, there's Yetten, and there's Seiya. There's 3 starlights. Now, they're females, right? This is basically the rule that Takuchi had. Only females were allowed to be senshi. When the series was even aired in Japan, the way the story went was they became male idols. Hold on. According to Takuchi, only females are allowed to be Sailor Senshi. So what happened? How did that go? Well, the plotline went something like this. The Sailor Starlights were coming from a planet called Kimoku-sei. Okay? And they were coming there because Galaxia and Chaos were trying to basically fuck up everybody on the planet. The princess, that's this chick that you can barely see, is named Kakyu. she fled from the planet and came to Earth to try, and specifically Japan, to try and escape Galaxia and her animates, which is, hold on, Lee Crow, Iron Mouse, Jen Yaname, I forget all the names by now. I have to watch the fucking series again. But anyway. And so they're trying to follow her. They're trying to get a hold of her. Well, obviously it would look kind of weird having 3 women in scantily clad outfits, which is what their Senshi outfits are. So they took the, basically the impression of being 3 eyes. And they're the Kus. Yaten, Taki, Seiya. Now, I want you to do me one favor, and I'll tell you at the end of this whole shindig. But of those 3, which one do you think is my favorite? Think on that one, because the answer will surprise you. In the series, they eventually enroll in the school, which, by the way, becomes Jubane High School. Of all the Senshi, not just select ones. All of them go to the same school. Now, what's interesting here is, I don't actually know how to go. I think maybe the only one who didn't was Ray, but I have to double check that. What's interesting in this series is, I want to say this one got a little bit more adult than even maybe Takuchi would have liked. Like, there's a part where Uranus is hanging off at the very first episode of the season. She's hanging off of a ledge because, you know, these enemies, they're fighting these enemies, and she got knocked off. And Neptune's trying to grab onto her and like, you've been eating too many sweets or something. And she goes, I don't like to hear this talk outside my bedroom. I wish I was joking. So eventually, that was the first episode, but eventually what happens is we get to this part where you got the three lights. Well, Starfighter, which is Seiya here, ends up falling for Usagi after Mamoru goes to America. Well, I feel like I'm starting to sing Coming to America by Neil Diamond. Anyway, so what ends up happening is Seiya sees Usagi, and during the time that they're on our planet, Seiya becomes, shall we say, smitten with Usagi-chan. This isn't a surprise because of the way Usagi's personality is, in that, yes, she's klutzy, she's not exactly Amy with the big brain and, you know, intelligence south of 300s, but she's such a kind-hearted person that she likes people. Well, Seiya took a liking to her. Yeah. Now, the other two would eventually get kind of paired up. Taki, that's the one all the way in the back here, would eventually end up falling for, and I don't know if you can find her. No, you won't. Ends up falling for Sailor Mercury, and our dear friend Yaten, who got shafted on the cover, I think, ends up falling for Midako right here. Whoop. Right here, stupid. Yeah, there we go. Well, this makes for a very interesting puzzle, especially when the shit starts hitting the fan. And we will discuss this in what hopefully will be the 4th and final part.